God has put enough resources upon this earth, not for just 7 billion, not for just 7 billion, even if we grow to a population of 20 billion or 25 billion, there are enough resources upon this earth. But it is we as managers in between, we are not able to manage it well. You'd be surprised to know that lakhs of tons of grains are thrown into the Pacific Ocean by just the state of California. I'm talking of one state. Just to maintain international prices. Lakhs of tons of grains every year. If there is your wash basin or at your bathroom or in your toilet, if the tap is a bit open, you are worried that so much water is flowing out. It is a treasure to be treasured. If you go to Sweden and Switzerland, you would find taps open where milk is running into the gutter. 24/7, 365. What I mean to say, we have enough resources upon this earth. It is we who are not managing it well in between. So, we don't celebrate our existence. Every human doesn't celebrate his existence upon this earth. Our mindsets have become such that more and more of materialism and lesser leaning towards basic values of life, and that is why we don't celebrate our existence. What I mean to say is, values and virtues, they are going day by day, deteriorating in our lives, and more leaning towards materialism. That actually doesn't allow us to celebrate our own existence. To celebrate your 70, 80 years of existence upon this earth, 5, 10 plus minus with the grace of God. We have a 70 or 80 year life. 8 hours of the day you sleep, one third part of the day you sleep. So if you live for 70 years upon this earth, your 23 years are going to be in sleep. You don't know whether you exist or not. Just 90 seconds of brushing your teeth and you spend more than 100 days of your life brushing your teeth. Now I'm not giving you the calculation of the amount of time that you spend in front of the mirror. Now that time varies a lot. What I mean to say, actual real time to celebrate your existence is very less. You need a definite thought process for that. You need to imbibe certain basic values and virtues in your life. Third, you need a proper work-life balance. Fourth, you need to have certain kind of definite ethical behavioral patterns in life. Fifth, you need practical, fundamental faith in God that helps you practically in day-to-day life. First important aspect is, wherever you are, whatever the profession, you should have your honest ethical working at your workplace. That is the first important aspect of satisfaction in life. Did you get my point? Because 8-10 hours of the day you are spending there at your workplace, in your work, in whichever profession you are. There, if you are honest, if you are ethical, then only you will enjoy your existence upon this earth. Otherwise you will not. Everybody has to work hard because this is a competitive world. He was once asked, which thought remains with you 24/7? And he said, the thought that has never entered my mind. Shall I tell it first? And that was more interesting. And then he said, the thought of hurting anybody physically, mentally or emotionally has never entered my mind. वे बोले थे, किसी का भी अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे जीवन में कभी नहीं आया. That is called honest, ethical, hard work at your workplace. He lived what he quite occasionally used to say out of his heart. In the joy of others lies our own. In the progress of others rests our own. तो ये भावना से अगर आप काम करेंगे, if you work with these values in life, जो Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, one of the top management books ever written upon this planet, उसमें सिखाते हैं विन विन. I also win, you also win. हम साथ में काम करें, धंधा करें तो I win, you also win. I earn, you also earn. I be happy, you also be happy. Simple. That is a very important ethical value at workplace. किसी का भी अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे जीवन में कभी नहीं आया. ये विचार अगर सब ग्रहण कर ले तो forget office politics, forget leg pulling. Forget violent competition with competitors. Not just physical violence, mental and emotional violence also counts with your competitors. All stops and you celebrate your existence. वो अपनी, he earns, he enjoys his destiny, his work. I enjoy my destiny, my work. Simple. He lives his life, I live my life. Then you celebrate your existence. Why he? Why this to him? His work, his destiny. Nature's grace on him. Your work, your destiny. Nature's grace on you. Simple. These are very simple thoughts that can give us a celebration of our existence. But basically we don't like to imbibe such thoughts fruitfully and fully. Not just in our minds, but practically in our lives, and that is why we don't celebrate our existence. Thoughts are very simple. Behaviors are very simple. Just about a few years back, the top executives of Google, they met at a resort in Sweden. About 300 of them. And the basic idea of meeting was they wanted to prepare a mission statement for Google, so that with that mission statement inscribed in the hearts and minds of people, that at least Google employees, they wanted to make Google the top brand among all the brands the world over. And they wanted to make Google a brand among the top 5 till the sun and moon lasts upon this earth. 3 days, 12 hours of brainstorming sessions by 300 top executives. And finally, they decided upon a mission statement that today it is on the desktop of every Google employee. It is even on the mirrors of the lavatories of Google buildings. And that statement is, don't do any evil on the floor of Google. Don't do any evil on the floor of Google. Fine if you don't come up with a couple of good ideas. If you just maintain your workstation, if you just handle your table, we are happy. You are paid for that. If you don't come up with a couple of good ideas, it's okay. But मेहरबानी करके कोई गलत काम Google के फ्लोर पे मत करना. Don't do any evil on the floor of Google. See, people know what is ethics. Because if you play with ethics, if you play with disciplines and norms in life, you could become zero from hero within seconds. Yes or no? Even if the name of your company is Satyam and you go for Asatya practices. Advocates know better. Even if you are the king of the skies, you have to leave India without an Indian passport. Even if you are the Sahara of thousands of families, you can still lie Be-Sahara in Tihar for 4 years. Don't go for unethical practices. If you go for unethical practices, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are not above the law. and now not about GST. So even at your workplace, if you want to enjoy your existence, obey GST and you will be graced by GST. I tell you how. If you obey GST, that is goods and services tax, you will be graced by GST. I have made a new formula for it. Graced by GST means God saves tension. If you go for GST properly at your workplace, you will celebrate your existence because you will be graced by GST. God saves tension. If you go for goods and services tax well. Be honest. Be ethical. No pillow is as soft as a clear conscience. The softest pillow in your bedroom when you go to bed at night is a clear conscience that I have not done anything wrong today. If you keep on cheating your own conscience, if you cheat somebody, if you unethically practice somewhere, okay, fine. You will gain a few bucks, but then you have cheated your own conscience, and that is not human dignity. That is absolute animal behavior. We are dignified. We are dignified people, dignified professionals. So when it comes to work, let's celebrate our existence is your honest, ethical hard work. So thank you very much for listening patiently to me.